I'm going to come back, and the third game is Faisal?
We don't have Faisal. You want West Dempke?
Yes, Dempke on the third game. And then I'm done for the day. And I think Faisal's tomorrow. I'm going to try and get Faisal tomorrow.
Too chilly and wet to golf. Well, it's never too chilly and wet.
No. It's just called put clothes on. I should have had sweats on.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah.
I
knew how you got it.
And it ain't humid. It's just cold.
Take his mask off at all, so I'm sure you'll get him on that.
You see,
the strikes are fixed.
Yes, and I already got the slow down strike calls.
It's a good zone, but it's quick.
Like I said, I never question zones, but I will question timing. Yeah, I'm going to go see your wife tonight. After I get done here, I'm going to hopefully go play golf till dark. And I got a date with your wife to go over to the house.
Yeah, we've been talking about how we want to deal with getting the videos out, trying to figure out what's the easiest, quickest way to go. And we're either looking at doing DVDs or those same cards to at least get them to the guys that are working the games. So at least they have something, and then when we have more time in the off season, that's where we try to get them up on the website. Continue to expand the website. We just haven't.
You know, we're still a work in progress. 2 years old.
Oh, yeah.
No, we aren't even 2 yet.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, we're still crawling.
Yeah.
At best.
She's trying to move into a possible new job.
Oh, good one.
Had him going to second.
Good one.
Right there. Oh, get to it. That's Cerny's. Get back.
That's wrong.
They need to talk rotation. Ball stays in the infield.
He stays.
Yeah, he stays
put.
The ball stays.
That's his all the way around.
But that's once again, they need to pre-game. They need to go pre-game to make sure they got the rotation figured out. So they know who's going to cover what.
There's a box in there if you want to leave them in there.
Yeah, that's pre-game. I dropped the ball in the pre-game too. I don't spend enough time. Field days. Booth Clarkland's a whole lot better than these two. Panthers, that's
Dakota Valley.
Dakota Valley.
That's Dakota Valley. Panda. Yeah, I mean, I think this year, getting him on video.
Good job getting them on.
I think this year is getting the evals, getting the videos, and then eventually figuring out how to get it to them. Like I said, I'm trying to get 2 on everybody. I'm keeping track of it. I don't know if I'll make 2 on everyone, but I'm making it my point. Like I said on the phone, no offense, you and Corey are at the bottom of my list to try and get 2. You know, I'll try, heavens yes, but I think guys like Kyle and the newer guys get Keith and that, you know, get them for certain. I got one of McManamy. Like I said, him and I were on the phone for after 45 minutes and I got home.
That's good.
Like a freaking sponge.
Oh yeah. Maxfield's like that too.
Yes.
He has been bending over backwards trying to improve. He got hit last night. He got drilled.
Really?
Yeah, he got drilled. At Heelan, seat position. I wasn't there, I'm just going by what I was told.
Yep.
Line drive right at him. Supposedly had no way of getting out of the way, and it hit him below the ribs. Somewhere, I don't know where, but somewhere below the ribs. And was in real bad shape, really sore last night. Obviously, he'll be here. I'm going to work with him at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock shift.
Well, you remember me up at Orange City when I got drilled. Corey said there's no way anyone would have got out of that. It was king cut. That's how fast it got there.
Yeah.
But
and back then the bats were even juicier. I mean, they
and the balls too.
Yeah. So everything was even quicker back then. They've dumbed down the bats.
This is Kyle Bonstead. So yeah, I mean, one of these kids out there, shit, yeah, they'll pile that stuff for you.
Yep. But, yeah, he had real understand. So we'll see how. I bet he's got a bruise to show us when he gets here today.
But he was so good. I did a game eval on him. Well, at the last claim. And the very next time I saw him, I did his game. He comes up to me after and says, my ass on my left hand the whole time, didn't I? I said, yes, you did, and I got it on tape. And he says, give me something to work on, give me something to work on. And he just like a freaking sponge.
Yeah.
Same with McManamy.
Yeah.
He called me, he said, give me something to work on, give me something to work on. And I told him, I said, don't throw the ball back to the pitcher. He said, oh, okay. I said, here, if you're left-handed like me, here's how I throw myself at that one. And I told him I put all the balls in my right side and put like my brush and this and left side. So I said, when I went to grab the ball, I'm in the right hand. I can't throw it. All I can do is underhand toss it.
Right.
Oh, that makes sense.
You take too many chances. You make a bad throw, you look like a schmuck.
Well, like I tell him, I says, what if you throw it to the pitcher and the kid turns his head, let's yell something at him. And he doesn't see it, and you hit him. I says, now you got to coach your kids.
Yeah. I even noticed it when I watch college games. It doesn't, what are you proving by whipping it out there?
Just that you still got an arm in your 40? Big deal.
Nobody cares.
No.
So if you do a nice job and throw a nice toss to them, nobody cares. If you make a bad throw,
then you're on everyone's radar.
Yeah. So it's like, it's not worth the time. Just handle it. No, I agree. It's a minuscule thing. It's not anything terribly important, but
it can get you into trouble.
Yeah, exactly. Avoid those situations. Just to avoid.
Well, the term I coined, preventive umpiring. That's exactly what it is. It's just one of those things.
You have to remember how you're perceived out here. And there's no positive to it. There's only a possible negative.
And that's what they're looking for right off the bat.
You haven't done Thule, have you?
No.
Okay. I worked with Darren for the very first time ever. And I shouldn't be rattling, I shouldn't be yapping like you about other guys watching Kyle. But Thule's not a bad umpire, but he's very amateurish. Still, he's very high schoolish. He needs to polish. Yeah, polished. I mean, you look at him, it's like, yeah, it's a high school. But his zone was fine. Once again, we don't want to get into zone. And he's not lazy at all. He rotates well.
So it's mechanics.
Yeah, his mechanics are good. He's willing to go out on every fly ball to make sure we got good coverage out in the outfield. He's willing to hustle, take the batter run. Does all that really nice. He just, I don't know what it is. It's needs a little more polishing. But yeah, clearly a good, decent umpire for high school.
Needs some more spit and polish. No problem.
Yeah, certainly something to, that's not a difficult thing to do.
I had lunch with John, or breakfast with John. After I talked to you, I stopped over at McDonald's. He was sitting there and I saw the uniform.
Oh, that's a great guy.
And so we had breakfast there and chatted.
He is. He's one of the nice guys I know, and he does a great job.
And he says, you've got an evaluator? Yeah, he was impressed with that. He liked it. He said, I've never heard of such thing.
I thought of joining the meet, but he's far away.
That's what he said, but you've been trying to, 45 miles away.
There's a guy in Pender I'd rather have part of the association, Anthony Welsh. He's a younger, less experienced guy. But once again, these guys aren't going to be involved with our schedule and division, so to speak.
Okay, now there's extension line.
I was always very, very impressed with John's. He has a great timing. He really does a great job taking his time and calling the balls and strikes.
I don't know what the guys are saying, some of the stuff maybe, some people may think it's minuscule or something, but you know what? If you don't extend, like on third base on that call, you're going to get in the middle of something, you're not going to have an angle. It's just...
Yeah. He just needed to go third base instead rather than just kind of getting out of the way.
And I'm all for keeping myself out of trouble. Like I was telling John at breakfast, I said, you do your mechanics. If you're where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be.
Nice hit, Cole! Go, 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 go!
Gets that cleanly. He still got it. He still got it.
Yep. I said, if you don't get into trouble. you don't have any trouble.
Yeah.
I said it's when you're out of position, not doing the mechanics right, that's when you get into trouble.
I was watching most of it. He played at Lewis and Clark, and he had a couple nice things he did. One where it was the ball actually went back the direction of third base extended, so he didn't. I mean, not that he was thinking about it, but he didn't go that direction. He avoided there, and so that's good. Obviously, if the ball goes that way, you don't want to be there. Then he had one where it was a foul pop-up over near the dugout, and third baseman and catcher were both going over. Third baseman made a really nice catch. Dan did a great job of getting over and getting a look at it.
Good.
And I was talking to Corey at the time. That was a really good job. And he goes, well, you got to tell him. You got to tell him. He'll really appreciate hearing from me. I go, he'll really appreciate hearing from you because you're ragging on him. So it's like, you're the one that should tell him. And after the game, he did. And pointed that out. It was, you know, a lot of guys would just stayed right at home plate. You know, freaking come over here. And it was a catch where you needed to be over here to make sure it would hit the ground.
Or hit the fence.
Yeah, whatever. Good job at that. Just to show good mechanics.
Was he given a slot? This slot's horrible.
I guess
He gets more behind the catcher. And I mean behind the catcher.
from up there, I wasn't really focused on that. Plus we were going over other stuff. I was kind of chatting about the umpire schedule and hoping which you should be okay as long as there's no more pre-song. There is 4 games.
There's nothing on the radar.